So in The Last Jedi, we get this glimpse when Rey confronts Luke in the old Jedi Temple chamber, and Luke completely rips on the Jedi. He explains their arrogance is what led to their defeat. He explains how it was a Jedi Master who actually trained and created Darth Vader. So after that, you begin to think to yourself, was the Jedi Council actually a good force of nature? Or were they possibly just as bad as the Sith? Our first look at the failure of the Jedi Council is in the Old Republic itself. We have they become cushy with their position, and they believe they are in charge. They are assigned to obviously protect the Republic from the Sith and any other enemies. But Darth Malgus is able to point out this is their weakness. They have become slaves to the very organization they have decided to defend. And that is what causes their downfall during the era we know as the Old Republic. So the Jedi were then forced into exile due to their arrogance and believing they were in control. But now let's fast forward to the Battle of Naboo, which now the Jedi are restored, they're back in charge, but now again, they have become slaves to the Republic. We see the Grand Chancellor is using them as ambassadors, and they do whatever the Senate tells them to do. They become the generals of the Republic during the Clone Wars, and they pretty much turn their backs on the basic Jedi principles they were taught and learned to follow. In a way, honestly, when you think about it, they're worse than the Sith. Because, you know something? Let's look at the Sith code. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. The Jedi do not follow their code the way the Sith do. The Sith follow their code, especially Palpatine and Vader. They let passion run them, Maul, all of them, Dooku. But the Jedi code is much different than that. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. Literally, this is saying, follow these rules. Don't give in to the pressures of life, of all this information. Just grow and live. But they've become slaves to the Senate, they can't do that. Now, why is it they become slaves to the Senate? Well, that is very, very simple. Because now they have, as we all know, unlimited power over the Republic. They are the people who keep the systems in check. They, as I said before, are the generals. They are the leaders of the war effort. So now they're in charge and they're the authority. What is the difference between them and the Sith? The Sith are doing the same thing, but the difference is the Sith are doing it because that is what their code says. Their code says what they are, how they are malicious and ignorant, and they want power. The Jedi, however, are not. The Jedi say they are peace. There is knowledge, there is serenity, there is no death, there is the Force. But they are not following that. They are following the Republic's orders because they know if they do not have the Republic's support, there is no Jedi Council. There is no Jedi Order because no one will support them. Who's at fault? Is it the younglings? The Padawans? The Knights? The Masters? The Sentinels? The scholars, no, it's none of theirs. It is, however, some masters' faults. It is the Jedi High Council's fault. They have been in power for so long, they don't want to give it up. Even Mace Windu says, I feel there's a plot to destroy the Jedi. He is more threatened about his position in the government being destroyed, because let's remember back to the Old Republic. When the Sith took over, the Jedi left, because they're like, we're done, we lost, it's whatever. We'll come back when we are repaired. The Jedi Council, though, does not want to do that in this era. They don't want to give up their power. So, their own arrogance and ignorance is practically what brings in the era of the Empire, because they allow the shroud that Palpatine puts up to block their vision and make them believe nothing's wrong. Even though, clearly, we can see that the entire war since the Naboo crisis until Order 66, isn't it strange how either they win simply or they are defeated brutally? It's because the person running the war is running both sides, but their arrogance will not let them see that. So does this mean the Jedi Council was good or bad? They were good at heart. They believed they were doing what was right for the galaxy. They just wouldn't be able to see past their own vanity. They were bad in the fact that they couldn't figure out what was happening, because it was very simple that it was their arrogance that got in their way. Their blindness to the situation is what brought forth the rise of Palpatine and the Empire. So, as a body in control, they were bad. But their beliefs were in the right place. It was just they were too blind to look past their own power to realize the truth of the situation that was taking place. Thanks for watching. Again, I really enjoy the videos. I hope this one was pretty insightful. Please follow, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Comment any video ideas you'd want to see in the future. And as always, may the Force be with you.